Why did God inform Abraham? Life lessons from Genesis 18:16-33. In Genesis 18:16-33, we encounter a profound interaction between God and Abraham regarding the fate of Sodom and Gomorrah. This passage offers deep insights into the nature of God's relationship with those who walk closely with Him and the responsibility that comes with such intimacy. God chose to inform Abraham of His plans, and in doing so, highlighted several key life lessons about friendship with God, intercession, and moral responsibility. The intimacy of friendship with God could have proceeded with His plans for Sodom and Gomorrah without consulting Abraham. Yet, He chose to reveal His intentions to him. This act underscores the unique relationship Abraham had with God. Abraham is often referred to as God's friend, and this narrative illustrates what that friendship entails. Point 1. God shares His heart with His friends. Those who walk closely with God often find that He shares His thoughts, plans, and purposes with them. This is a mark of deep friendship and trust. When we cultivate a close relationship with God through prayer, obedience, and faith, we too can gain insights into His heart and plans. 2. The responsibility of insight. With revelation comes responsibility. God knew that Abraham would use the knowledge of Sodom and Gomorrah's impending destruction to teach His servants and future generations about God's ways. This teaches us that when God shares His plans with us, it's not just for our knowledge but for the benefit of others. We are to use these insights to guide, instruct, and intercede for others. The heart of intercession. Abraham's response to God's revelation was not passive. He actively engaged in intercession, pleading for the lives of the righteous within Sodom. His conversation with God reveals much about the nature of intercession and God's character. 3. God desires compassionate intercessors. Abraham's plea for the righteous shows his deep compassion and sense of justice. God welcomes and listens to our intercessions, especially when they stem from a place of genuine concern for others. This teaches us the importance of standing in the gap for others, praying for mercy and justice on their behalf. 4. Belief in God's goodness. Abraham's requests reflect his unwavering belief in God's goodness. He was confident that God would not destroy the righteous with the wicked. This reminds us that our prayers should be grounded in the understanding of God's compassionate and just nature. Believing in God's goodness fuels our prayers and gives us the courage to ask boldly. Moral responsibility and teaching. God's decision to inform Abraham was also about ensuring that future generations understood His ways. Abraham was expected to use this knowledge to instruct his descendants. 5. Teaching future generations. The events surrounding Sodom and Gomorrah were meant to serve as a lesson about God's justice and mercy. It was Abraham's duty to pass on these lessons. This emphasizes the importance of teaching our children and those we mentor about the character of God, using real-life examples and biblical narratives to impart wisdom and understanding. Applying these lessons today. In our daily lives, we can draw several practical applications from this passage. Cultivate a deep relationship with God. Strive to walk closely with God. Through prayer, Scripture, and obedience, build a relationship where God can trust you with His plans and insights. Embrace the responsibility of insight. When God reveals something to you, consider how you can use that knowledge to benefit others. Share wisdom, provide guidance, and intercede on behalf of those who need it. Be a compassionate intercessor. Like Abraham, let your prayers reflect a deep concern for others. Stand in the gap for your community, nation, and the world, praying for justice, mercy, and God's intervention. Teach and mentor with intentionality. Use your experiences and the lessons from the Bible to teach and mentor the next generation. Help them understand God's character and ways, preparing them to live faithfully and wisely. Conclusion: the story of God informing Abraham about Sodom and Gomorrah is rich with lessons about friendship with God, the power of intercession, and the importance of teaching future generations. By embracing these principles, we can deepen our relationship with God, act responsibly with the insights He provides, and influence others positively with the knowledge of His ways. Abraham's example encourages us to live closely with God, intercede passionately, and teach diligently, reflecting the heart of a true friend of God. Come back tomorrow for more life lessons of the Bible. Let us know in the comments if this lesson has been helpful to you. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell.